things that look relatable, and we don't always get that in all of our palettes. And so this is also an opportunity for us to have a really clean architectural map that has a lot of crisp edges and
looks like a Halo Infinite or Halo 5 map.
So all of definitely the more competitive players and the sort of the more PvP diehards, they really take to this map, and it's an instant hit. People are, just right away pleased with
this guy just starts
how
flying.
readable the map is. It's one of those maps that you play a couple times and you
developer
get it,
mode,
you understand that it's all about the center atrium room that is really open and kind of has this big pit in the middle, and then
dude, this looks like Reflection
where a lot of objectives spawn, and there's
from
some special ammo down
Halo
here.
Reach.
But then there's also this place over here where the heavy ammo spawns, and players will oftentimes just pop up here to do a quick check and maybe
look, I called it Halo Reach,
kill
bro.
On somebody who's maybe running from cover to cover, but you can't hang out here for very long because you've got so many different angles at which you can get shot from. But that's kind of like that balance.
Halo
of what I was talking about
let's
before.
go.
We want to provide that, but we want to make sure that it's not too powerful, or it's a risk reward, right? You're making a trade-off, and the players who are using the map well and who understand the map will be able to use it to their advantage.
Yeah, actually also too, to kind of focus on the readability, I remember overhearing some discussions with you designers talking about the clean zone in PvP. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and how it kind of helped inform the design of this map?
Yeah, definitely. I think the clean zone is something that a lot of developers really use to sort of create this space for the player to pop, right? To really stand out from the environment. And so for us, it's about where the player's head height is. And this map is, just one of the examples of how
cool.
it can really provide for a good PvP experience to have this sort of mark on the wall where you can kind of expect players to reside in.
Yeah. Till they jump around and strands suspend you in the air, and you're just left there cursing the heavens for a little while. Maybe I'm speaking on my own behalf. This is looking fantastic. Yeah, this is, I will say, one of the maps that, having done a little bit of play testing myself, I still have to give you credit for perhaps one of the most diabolical heavy weapon spawns, or heavy ammo spawns, rather, I should see, in any PvP map. Like the sheer amount of risk reward that goes into just making your way safely, or so you think, out to that particular territory.
Yeah, it's like Halo.
As you guys were even building that balance of these consumables on the map, what was it like sort of having that process evolve or grow?
Yeah. Typically when we start laying out a map, we just kind of start with control, because it's a good base point. It requires 3, very well-defined combat pockets that have an objective in them. But then from there, we start mapping out the other objectives that might exist on a map, like the heavy ammo point. And I think we've kind of gravitated more toward having special ammo live next to some of the other objectives on the map, so you're not constantly having to make a choice of where should I go. But we kind of map those things out, and it's sort of a formula. There's definitely a sort of a order of operations, so to speak, of you start with these big strokes. You go to the next stage and start making sure that you've got space and combat pockets for maybe Dominion or some other game modes, and things just kind of fall into place from there.
Excellent. All right, and we've got one more map to check out as well. For all the fine folks at home, we're going to continue our guided tour, and we're going to make our way